All right, let's talk about Mavuika and all the crazy stuff we've been hearing lately. But first, a quick shout out to Fowl, the data miner who recently stepped away from the scene. Thank you, Fowl, for everything you've shared. We'll definitely miss you. Fowl was actually the first person to mention that Mavuika's Night Soul state would involve her riding a motorcycle. And not just any motorcycle. This thing is supposedly able to ride on water, lava, and even climb walls. If you're looking to save up to 19% on Genshin top-ups, check out ldshop.gg. Just enter your UID and server, link in the description. In version 5.0, we got Mualani, who literally rides a shark. Then there's Kachina with her cart, Kinich, who shoots hooks, Xilonen, who skates and can easily climb walls, and then there is Chasca, who can literally fly. So the idea of Mavuika riding a motorcycle kind of fits right in with what we've seen so far. After Fowl stepped away from the data mining scene, Iris came in with some new information about Mavuika. According to Iris, Mavuika's Night Soul exploration mechanic is her motorcycle, and it supposedly combines abilities from every Natlan character's Night Soul states. She can fly like Chasca, hover like Ororon, climb walls like Kachina and Xilonen, walk on water like Mualani, speed across land like Xilonen, and shoot rope hooks like Kinich. That's a lot of abilities, right? I'm not entirely sold on all of that. Iris is a newer leaker, and their info is still unconfirmed. They tend to discuss updates that are far off, so it's hard to fully trust everything they say. You know how it goes, though. If we get a leak about something way down the line, it usually ends up being inaccurate. Iris did mention that all their leaks are subject to change, so it's definitely wise to approach this with some skepticism. But not gonna lie, Mavuika doesn't belong to any tribe in Natlan. She's the Archon, which means her abilities should probably reflect a mix of all the tribes, right? As you already know, Farina can tap into both Numa and Osha, while other characters in Fontaine can only use one of those abilities. Since she's the Archon of Fontaine, it makes sense that she has access to both. The same logic applies to Mavuika. She's the Pyro Archon of Natlan, so it stands to reason she would have a mix of abilities too. But I want you to approach a couple of these abilities with a bit of skepticism. For instance, the idea that Mavuika can shoot hooks and fly? Yeah, let's not take those at face value just yet. Think about it. If her motorcycle can ride on land, how is it supposed to fly? I get the hook concept, but flying? That sounds a little too good to be true. We'll have to wait and see what these leakers reveal when the 5.3 beta drops. Until then, keep your guard up and be cautious about believing everything you hear. It all sounds a bit too perfect. That said, we still have to be cautious with leaks like this. Fowl, the data miner who first mentioned this, gave us this info back in September, and Mavuika's release is set for version 5.3. That's a pretty big gap. And as we know, early leaks can sometimes miss the mark when it comes to specifics. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.